forward to get to know. So if you guys are looking forward to it as well, let's get this party started. Cool, let's do it. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Oh, I love your hat.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hi.
it's some of my special merch.
The special merch. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. You just hitting off on the goblin whole attire, right? You know, when you go
Yeah,
goblin,
yeah.
you don't ever leave, right? Is that how that works?
No, it's true. Yeah,
True.
yeah. Mostly because when a goblin finds you and decides that you are, you know, worthy of their presence, they will follow you forever and eat your snacks and steal your stuff.
Oh, huh. That sounds dope. It sounds like you kind of want a goblin to find you then.
Well, that depends on how much you value your snacks and your stuff.
True. I feel like my regular stuff would be okay, but I feel like my hoodies and my Oreos would definitely fall prey to this. I think so.
You've literally just described two of my favorite things, so yes.
There you go. It's perfect. See. Okay, I can see why. I can see why. Okay, no worries. I can see why. So so like I have to betray this. Okay, when I first met you, when I first looked at you, kind of stuff like that, the first thing that popped in my head was Goblin Slayer, and I was thinking the goblins and Goblin Slayer. But you're not really like that, are you?
No. See, there's a lot of misconception about goblins. And I get a lot of that. I get a lot of new folks coming in and saying Goblin Slayer, and I say no. We don't do that here. We're goblin layers.
Oh.
We're goblin layers. Yes.
Oh, you are goblins that lay with other goblins, or you're goblins that lay?
Oh, I'm not picky.
Oh. Wow. Well, hey, this should be a fun one. I'm looking forward to this one. This is be great. Hello, everyone.
Like,
welcome. Well, what are you saying?
So we try to foster good relationships with other species.
See. So you don't pick or choose. You know, you're open to all species.
Yeah.
Okay.
The possibilities are endless.
You know what? No, I hear. I'm definitely more of like a fox person. I do like foxes. Like I'm the weeb of all this, so I like the kitsune. I'm definitely a little bit more into that kind of realm. So I understand. Do you have a priority, like as a fellow monster as yourself?
Yes.
Do you have a type? Do you have a type that you usually go for?
Villains.
Villains. So it's just bad boys. She's like bad boys, huh?
Or bad ladies.
Oh, bad ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're dark, evil, like sorcery or like bloodshed, this is like your jam. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, hi. Let me follow you around and clean up after you, teehee.
Teehee, little like nervousness. I love it. So I feel like Goblin Slayer would be up your alley. Oh yeah, see, perfect. See, she knows exactly how to win a person's heart right there. Just do this. Teehee.
Listen, the Goblin Slayer, I can fix him.
Oh,
I don't say that about a lot of men, but I can fix him.
You can fix him. You sure about that? Like literally, his whole shtick is killing you guys.
Nah, I can give him a better place to put his sword.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, you'll definitely be
I will take this upon myself.
You'll take this upon yourself. You be the shell. His sheath. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. I love it.
You know, well, I take my my duty to change views about goblins very seriously.
I see. Well, you're already changing my view. I always thought that would just kind of people, but you're more like ooh shy.
Yeah.
XD.
I'm very nice.
Okay, cool.
I'm very nice.
You seem very nice.
I like to think so. Yeah. I'm a little bitey, but let me take off my hat. It's warm on my head.
Yeah, you're inside. Oh, it almost like you gave me the hat. Like, oh, sweet, thanks.
Yeah, I should give you that. I should send you one.
I would love it. I would wear it to stream all the time. I would totally. I'm just gonna walk in, stream again. Hey guys, you wanna play Dragon's Dogma?
Oh my god!
Just to let you know. I'd be down. A pog is known to be a nibbler. Oh, a nibbler. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing like furniture, right? She's like all couches, like right? That's what we're talking about?
I'll chew on the couch. Fingers are one of my favorites though. If you don't put your hands near my mouth if you value your fingers. I'll do it. I'll do it, Trickle. I'll.
Oh. She got a lot closer than I thought she would. No, I have to watch out. I have to watch out. Because there's some dangers, you know, like we're playing kind of like a Who Frames Roger Rabbit right here, and it's like, you know, like a human with anime girl. Yeah, I gotta watch out for that. Gotta watch out for that. Thank you for the summer.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm actually waiting.
Yeah, remember, we're not bad. We're just drawn that way.
Yes. You guys are just drawn that way. And you know what?
Yeah.
You definitely, there's a lot of VTubers definitely has been drawn that way.
Some
So
kind of way.
they're definitely drawn kind of way. So definitely, and I'm not complaining. I would say good taste.
Me
Good taste.
neither.
But hey, hello everyone. We are doing a fun little VTuber talk show called Behind the VTuber, where I like to host each and every week where we get to know a brand new VTuber. And this week we have a lovely Goblin. How about you introduce yourself to the very few people who might not know who you are?
Hi, I'm Podge. I'm a Goblin made VTuber, Twitch and YouTube partner, sex and kink educator, cosplayer, and live to de-rigger. I'm better at making messes than cleaning them up. I stream ASMR, and every Friday we stream on the other website.
Oh,
Teehee.
Teehee. The one that mostly only the very of the fondest of viewers usually go to.
Yeah,
You could say fans, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. My fans. Hey, listen.
Yes, your fans, and it's not like a Walmart kind of like website where they're just selling fans. It should be really nice right now. I'm in the desert, so that'd be good. Hello,
It is blue, however.
Oh, it's blue.
It is blue.
That's cool. They have a lot of similarities. Walmart, your website, very similar. Very similar.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, and for the low fee of $9.99, you can get some interesting stuff.
What? Interesting stuff. Oh man, I'm already gripped. Oh man, I love
Like
the interesting stuff.
Walmart.
Like Walmart. Oh my god, this is just
Yeah.
Walmart. I need to check out this website. I bet there's a whole bunch of
Right.
different things I can check out. Oh my god, that's so cool. I like it. Well then, definitely go check her out. She seems like she has a lot of content. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely. But yeah,
lots of content.
all the content. If you like goblins, she got you. She got you. She's going to change everyone's views.
I'm gonna start calling it Spicy Walmart.
Spicy Walmart. Yes, I think that's what it should be called now on. Instead of like, if we have to have code words, Spicy Walmart is definitely what it should be called. 100%.
I usually call it Blue Twitch, but now I'm gonna call it Spicy Walmart.
I like that better. It's like the whole Netflix to chill is just spicy.
Yeah,
Let's go to Spicy Walmart. Spicy Walmart.
Yeah.
And people can think, oh, this is like like have salsa. Sure. Sure. Yes. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me take your hand and show you over to the spot.
Yeah.
I like it. I think we should definitely, guys, patent this. Spicy Walmart.
Spicy Walmart. Fantasy Costco and Spicy Walmart.
Oh, yes, perfect. Because there's definitely gonna be. I'm pretty sure there's some spicy Walmart stuff that goes on to that website anyway. Pretty sure there's like a thing. I think people like that. That's a niche, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Massive niche.
Massive niche.
You know, there's a lot of LootTubers, but there's very few of us who do the IRL stuff too. And so it's definitely been an interesting journey.
Oh, so you're like a
kinda
hybrid.
delving into that side. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's actually really interesting. So you just like every now and then you kind of mix the two?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Nice. Do you do VR as well?
I'm starting to do VR. I'm so like streaming in VR seems so daunting. Like I really admire people who can do it because it's just such a setup. But yeah, I got the full body trackers recently, and let me tell you, that is fun.
I bet you can be in any world, so like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you can literally have like a goblin world, be in a goblin cave, and have Goblin Slayer come see you. Like you like dream come true right there. It's your dream come true.
I think that'd be hilarious, where it's just me with an echo on my voice doing cave goblin ASMR.
Yes, do it. Oh my god. Write that down. Everyone write that down. Do it.
Chat, write it down.
Write it down. Cool. I want to see that. I want to see that. Definitely. Well, I'll have to pay the $9.99 of Spicy Walmart if I want to see that kind of
Spicy
stuff.
Walmart.
Spicy Walmart, guys. Spicy Walmart. Cool. Well, chat, you guys can actually tribute to this stream as well, because not only I'm going to be asking 15 questions to our lovely goblin here, but also you guys can ask questions as you see fit. But if you guys do not have a question, but you still want to ask something, we do have this spinning wheel right here. You guys can redeem in the channel redeems. This little wheel that you just hit, spin, have fun with it, and then as soon as it hits, we will ask that random question to a lovely guest here, and they will have to ask it. Have to answer it no matter what happens.
Yes.
And there's some spicy stuff. There might be some spicy stuff. Like the most spiciest thing we have on there is like, what kind of music do you like? Which I think anyone could probably.
So spicy.
So spicy, guys. You gotta watch out for the spiciness. I have
That's
so
so
much
personal.
spicy. You know, you think spicy Walmart is a thing? Just watch out for Spicy's Trickos behind the VTuber. So you're gonna be asking the questions. 100%. Incredibly spicy. I know, right? Oh my god. You guys will have some milk after this. You'll definitely need some milk. Definitely want to. Cool. Well, hey, do you want to get started with the first question of the night?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Because I can promise you, like, we can talk for hours about random things.
I could talk for hours.
Which I'm super down for.
Being a streamer.
Exactly. And that's why I think, like, if we find the niche that we both like, I'm pretty sure we can go miles on. And I'm pretty sure we'll find it.
Yeah.
But let's start with the first thing that starts off all interviews. And that's just why. Like, why? Why and when did you get started with streaming?
Okay, so I actually started as a face cam streamer, doing cosplay stuff, during COVID. So there was a time where a lot of conventions decided to go digital, during the pandemic, and I have been cosplaying for over 20 years at this point.
Wow.
And I do a lot of panels and workshops and things like that. So I started adapting the panels that I did into educational cosplay streaming. And then some stuff happened and I took a really long break. And then I became a VTuber.
Oh. She has ascended to anime dance.
Yeah, so that was like, I guess, early 2020.
Okay, nice. So that's kind of cool that you kind of started off a complete different niche, but as like things develop, you decided to become a VTuber, which I think is probably one of the biggest perks of becoming a VTuber, especially as someone like you who actually is a professional cosplayer, is that you don't have to throw on a whole bunch of stuff to start your stream. You literally just turn on your program and you're already cosplaying.
Yep, like I was, a lot of bad stuff happened during the pandemic, and like I just could not bring myself to, like, I was very depressed, and then I saw VTubing and I was like, I really want to get back into streaming, but like getting dressed up for stream is like, I can barely get dressed up to start my day at this point. So I was like, I need something to do, and I made my first VTuber model, and lo and behold, I can sit here with no pants and do my thing, and it's just so much easier.
We all love the no pants game. I think we all agree. No pants game is best
No
game.
pants.
No pants
No pants
game.
game.
I love it. That's really good. But also, more importantly, I'm actually really happy that VTuber kind of helped you kind of come back. You know, it helped you like do the thing you've always wanted to do without any limitations that you felt like you had to have.
Yeah, like, and I will say it's easier in a lot of regards that, like, when I was doing sewing streams, like, I had 3 cameras set up all over the room, like, just to capture all the things that I was doing, and I still want to do, like, some cosplay stuff, and I've started integrating it again, but, like, I really love being a VTuber. It lets me express, like, sides of myself that I normally wouldn't get to, and it's given me so much confidence, so I love it.
Love it too. That's so great. I'm very happy that it's actually is a really nice, great story coming from something that's really dark to something that is now really successful for you. And I like to hear that. I like these stories. These are good stories.
I certainly didn't expect it.
Did you, when you first joined in, did you think it would just be a small little thing, and then you found that a lot of people have a thing for goblins?
Yes. Oh my god, I had no idea how many people were into short stacks.
Fun size.
I was like,
fun size.
hello? Where
Hello?
were you all when I was having self-esteem issues in high school?
Where were you guys? We need you more. We need to show off the show stacks. We all love the show
Yeah.
stacks.
I was like, you mean to say that I'm attractive? Okay, I can work with this.
Yeah, no. And I think more people should say that. I think we should all, like, just collectively just find people attractive and tell them that they're attractive, because like that's like the best feeling in the world. Like if you say that to a guy, oh my god, they'll carry
yeah.
that with them like a piece of treasure for the rest of their life, you know. Like that's so
Yeah.
great. So yeah, guys,
Compliment the men in your life.
Compliment.
Body positivity.
Body positivity. No, and like but you can't just be like, oh, nice hair or nice shirt, you know. Even though someone liked my hat, which thank you. I would definitely say that, you know, just be like, find something that you think they like for me, like, oh hey, you have a really nice beard or something like that, or like for you,
Yeah,
like
I love
you have,
beards.
oh thank you, but you, I would say that you have a very nice voice, you know, stuff like that, you know.
Thank you.
Of course. And so like find things that you feel like that's not like bland. Like don't get me wrong, saying anything nice to someone's going to making them feel freaking amazing, but you know, just take that extra step.
Yeah, like there's a difference between saying you look nice and, hey, I really like the way you like trimmed your beard this time. Like,
Exactly.
Because you're noticing something about that person, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a reason why people like really love it when people notice they got a haircut. You know, they like that. You notice something.
Because it's something that they chose. And I tell people this too, because I get a lot of people ask me like, how do I get a cute girlfriend? I said like, compliment people on the things they can control, not the things that they were born with, because they don't choose those things. But haircuts, your hat, like your shirt, your like the way you wear your beard, those are things you control and you chose because you like them. So to hear that someone else likes them is a more meaningful compliment.
Agreed, 100%. And naturally, if we're going on to like how you can get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, I always say that like the best thing to do is really just spend time with them, like get to know them, you know, stuff like that. Because like I know that it's just psychologically true that more time you spend with someone, more likely they'll be attracted to you. Because that is that interactions and the I forgot what the phrase is. I can't think of like being smart right now. I'm just thinking
It's hard
randomly.
to be smart when there's a goblin in the studio, you know.
Right? I think you ate a lot of my brain cells already. I think so.
I only have one, so I need to borrow them.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you did take a couple of mine because I'm just drawing a blank. But anyway, I'll definitely say that like just spend time with them. You know, don't just jump in like a goblin and just attack them. That sometimes works. I'm pretty sure. But most of the time, sometimes it works out. I think it works out for short stacks. Short stacks can pull that off, you know. But if you're not,
because we're unassuming, right? Like if I fly at you, I'm not gonna knock you over.
Exactly. You just launch on top of us, you know, and that's adorable. We all like that. We all like to be climbed.
If you're a 6-foot man, maybe don't. You might hurt someone.
Yeah. If you're a 6-foot boy, you might have to watch out for that.
Yeah.
But spend time with them. Spend time with them, ease it in, and just trying. If you guys both like to hang out and play the same games together, and that's just a connection right there. Yeah.
Shared interests.
I agree, 100%. Now, going back to a question that was actually in chat, and I do apologize for not asking this because I didn't see it until a little bit later. Do you have a favorite Magic the Gathering color?
Yeah, so I'm pretty new to Magic. I've been learning it, but so far my favorite colors are black and red. I am building a red commander deck right now, but for standard, I've really enjoyed playing like black or black and white.
Nice.
I can tell you, blue is the most difficult one for me.
I was told.
Blue is not my style.
I told that blue was a little bit difficult.
It's very based on thinking like 2 steps ahead, and I'm a very in the moment kind of person. So red is great because it's just like make more goblins. Attack with the goblins. You're doing great.
Doing great. I found it. I love it. I found green difficult. Okay.
Get in the chat is the one who's been teaching me.
Alright, cool, awesome. Yeah, like Ban Island, and look at you, so proud of a little goblin. I know. I've tried it. I was so confusing, so I didn't really get into it. But like I think that was when I was a kid, and Yu-Gi-Oh was the kind of thing I used to play. So then trying to go into
Yu-Gi-Oh's
Magic.
hard.
Well, now it is. It used to be freaking easy. Like you used to just monster card face down, trap cards. I'm good. I'm done. But now it's like you pretty much end the game in the first round, which doesn't make sense to me. I like it
That's
back in the day.
insane.
Back in my day. Back in my day.
Yeah.
You just had to worry about trap hole. That's it.
Hard games are hard.
Yeah, right. Like they just make them
They're
like
hard.
unnecessarily complicated. But that's why I couldn't get into Magic because it's really, really complicated. But I'm pretty sure like now that I'm older and I have an adult brain who thinks of things a lot more logically, obviously, I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I am surprised actually, but I think I've said this before. Like the cool thing about Magic is you can build a deck based on your play style because like the colors all kind of correspond with a different play style. So when you find a play style you like, you're like, okay, these cards are the ones that fit that, and now I know what I can work with rather than just like, here's 10 billion cards. Good luck.
Let's hopefully you pull a right combination, you know?
Yeah.
Which I think that's like the whole thing about deck like building. I always played it in a way of like I just have my decks and then I was like, cool, I have one card that I just really hope I get. I'm gonna try and make that card stay on the battlefield as long as possible. If he gets destroyed, then I'm already done.
Yep. Then I cry.
Yep, then I cry. You know, like the whole XYZ and synchro summoning thingy, I'm good. Good. I'm good. But yeah, no. Green. What's green? How's green work? Because I know that like red is more the common, and blue is very complex. What is red?
So red is very like attack forward. Like you're trying to make a lot of units and you know aggro. Goldia said green is like mana ramp up. So like I haven't played a lot of green. Green is probably the fewest amount of cards that I have. Blue is very based on like getting around what your opponent is trying to do to you. Black is about like countering what your opponent is trying to do. And how would I describe white?
What is white?
I'm still very new, so
you knew it.
yeah, like
you're definitely
black you sacrifice life a lot, and white you like earn life.
Oh, okay. White is gain life. Okay.
Yeah. So black and white decks are like pretty popular because you can like sacrifice life and then heal yourself.
Okay. That's really cool. I just know that I used to work at a video game store and we would have Magic cards over there. And I remember I would get like customers who just loved like some of the newest sets that come in. And I remember the one thing that was huge was the Lord of the Rings set because they did collab with Lord of the Rings.
Have some.
Yeah.
I have some.
I thought that was super dope that they did like a combination. And then of course that was the one ring that like only one was made.
I think some guy in Australia got it.
Yeah, it was like super expensive, stuff like that. Like someone already like was trying to buy it for like $8 billion or something like that.
It's so crazy, like. But yeah, so every time Gedin is my partner, and every time we visit each other, we like to go out and get some packs to open.
Nice.
As a little treat.
Aw, I love it. It was Toronto.
Oh, it was Toronto?
Oh.
Hey,
Post
I live near
Malone
Toronto. You want me to
like,
go hunt it down?
Oh, I hunt it down. Let's go hunt it down. I want to see. I wanted to see
Post Malone bought it?
What?
Oh my god.
For $2 million? Holy frick. Okay, we need to find who Post Malone. Oh, I know who Post Malone. But let's find out where he lives and sick a goblin on him.
Yeah, I'll bite him. I'll steal the one ring. Listen, if a creepy little hobbit creature could steal it, then I could certainly do it too.
I see what you did that. Cool. Good luck on that. We'll see. Still, it's really cool. So next question for you. What do you like about being a VTuber gamer? Because even though you are more of an ASMR streamer and does cosplay work, I did hear that you did dabble in some games, right?
I started as a variety streamer. I just really enjoy, like, even now as an ASMR artist, I enjoy like connecting with my community on the games that they like to play. Like it's really cool when I find people in my community who play like Final Fantasy 14 because it's one of my favorite games, and then like, you know, we'll go do some content together. Some of my community wants to do Helldivers, so we're gonna do some Helldivers in the future.
Democracy.
Yeah, and it's like a really good way to like hang out with your community, especially because I don't often stream games, but I think it offers good opportunities to hang out with my community outside of streaming. I also I love Baldur's Gate, and that kind of fits in with my lore because I am based off of like D&D and Pathfinder too, so it always offers like fun conversation. So it's nice to get a little chaotic sometimes with some games.
Cool. Yeah, you definitely absorb the chaotic energy. Definitely 100%. Like you have that gremlin energy. Actually, that's a good question. So that's the joke. Everyone says the gremlin energy as a VTuber. Is there a difference between goblin and gremlin?
Yeah. So goblins, we're green. We like to breed, and we are many in number. Gremlins, small and fuzzy.
Oh.
Don't get them wet. Don't feed them after midnight. They don't breed in the same way. Let's roll back to don't get them wet. But we have the same sort of chaos levels, so you can, as a goblin, have gremlin energy, but our breeding habits are very different, and I am allowed to eat after midnight.
Ah,
in fact,
good.
I do most of the time.
Oh. Well, hey, you gotta
I'm a
eat.
night streamer.
You know what? Fair. I my job has me get up really early in the morning, so I can't do that. But I used to do that, and it was really fun. Just getting up, staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and then going to bed, and not getting up until 1. It's great. It's a great time. It's good times. It's good times. I love it. I miss those days. The days of me being young.
Right? I just had to completely rearrange my sleep schedule. I get up at 10. I do my morning as if how most people after work they'll hang out, wind down, watch a show, whatever. I do that in the morning. And then around 3 I start my work day, and then I go till 2 or 3 a.m. So I'm just backwards.
Yeah, you're a little bit backwards, but it works out for you. Clearly,
yep.
It's definitely working out for you. I love it.
I am a night creature.
Then she's a creature of the night. I like it. That's actually really cool. I think that's really interesting that with you as a content creator, you usually do find yourself doing a lot of different hybrid stuff. Do you think it's really wise for content creators to try a lot of different things, or is it better for them to just stick with what they're known for?
I think you should always try to experiment, but you have to be smart about how you experiment. I like to use subathons, donathons, and event things as excuses to experiment with stuff, because people are gonna come there for you at those points, and they want to see something a little, they want to see you shake it up a bit. So I really like to be able to be like, okay, we're doing a donathon, so we will stream a game. Let's see how everybody enjoys that. And then actually, that's how I started ASMR. It was a subathon reward that I would do an ASMR stream, and people really, really liked it. So I was like, okay, I can do more of this, and I can invest in this, and we can see where it goes. And evidently it went very well. So, I think you'll never find those things if you don't experiment.
Makes sense. And I do like that as a concept, because you want to kind of stick with what you're known for, but then use that as an excuse to try different things. And then if something gets really, really light, which obviously donathons, people are literally paying you to see you do something. They would want to see you do something. So now you can use that as a reason of hey guys, Helldivers was a huge big thing. Do you want to see me do more Helldivers? And then you can toss around. Cool.
And that's kind of evolved too in my content, because now my Wednesdays are whatever I want Wednesdays. So sometimes I'll do crafts, sometimes I'll play a game, sometimes we'll do a themed ASMR. It depends how I'm feeling and what people want to see. So
I like it. It's good. It's good strategy. It's a very good strategy. I like this. I like just tossing random ideas to my partners whenever I like, get them on my show because they always have like a very like professional way of like handing down the content because technically it's your job, like you are making a lot of income from it, so it's really logical that you will have like a set like rule set that you have to go by when you make your content. While with a lot of affiliates, love my affiliates, I'm an affiliate, I think affiliates are freaking amazing, but they usually just like, I just threw darts at a dartboard and see which one sticks, and it's fun.
Yeah, and I think that's a good way to build your community too. Like you have to throw darts and see what sticks. Like I only very recently got partner like a few weeks ago,
Ooh,
and
congratulations.
you know, and a lot of those 2 years was playing around and seeing what worked.
Makes sense.
And
Makes
seeing
sense.
what I like to do the best. Like
True.
I
That's
love
important.
doing ASMR, and I didn't expect that because I don't really like listening to ASMR because I don't like mouth noises. So I was like, I'm gonna do it a little different and try to do stuff that doesn't involve a lot of mouth noises and see if people are into that.
Oh. So what?
Yeah.
I never seen one ASMRs. So like, what is the kind of things? And Chad, you guys contribute to this question too. What kind of things do you think is Chad's favorite things to hear over ASMRs?
I'll show you. Let me turn off my noise
whoa,
suppression.
whoa! She's gonna show us, guys. You guys, a private
One of my
ASMR for you guys. It's private.
Yeah, one of my chat's favorite things is the wooden frog, and he has a name. It's Sir Julian Gregory Esquire,
Oh, nice.
and he sings you the song of his people. Yeah, see, they're saying wooden
Yep.
frog. Is my favorite.
Yeah, no, they got you. They got you.
Yeah, and it sounds like this.
Oh. Oh. You know, I like that actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
literally a little wooden frog, and you like run a stick over its back.
Ah, you know, I kind of like that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not an ASMR person myself either, but like, I like that sound. It's a good sound. Very good sound.
It's a good sound.
Good sound. Good sound. Good sound. But that's so cool. It was like, yo, Julian, let's go.
Yeah.
I love it. I love how excited
We
you
have
guys
a
got.
Julian emote too.
Julian
Hang on.
emote? Can I see a Julian emote, guys? Can I see
Yeah,
it? Can
let
I
me
see
get
it?
you the Sir Julian emote.
Frog and fairy bells. Oh, the best fairy bells.
Yeah, I
Ah,
have
that's
fairy
Julian.
bells, too.
Ah, Julian looks great. I like Julian.
He's a happy boy.
Happy boy. Best boy. Best boy.
He is.
Cool, cool, cool. I like it. What's the fairy bells?
I will show you. So they're little bells that I have on this like bracelet, and they.
Oh. Okay. I can see why people like that one. Okay, very good,
Yeah.
very good. Nice. And it's just funny. It's just fun to see that. Like, it's just fun to see people just like get really excited for just simple noises. And of course, it's not just, you know, random noises. You also like putting in like a story and talking to Chad and just
Yes.
coming up with the kind of thing. I mean, like again, not really much of an ASMR person, but I've interviewed a lot of people from ASMR community on my show, and they all like come together and like have like, there's usually a story, or you actually set up like a date, or you set up like kind of like an adventure for them, and you have that like a one-on-one time. So that's really cool. You come up with some really good stuff.
Yeah, we have a hot spring set up. We just got a bathtub set up.
Oh.
Where I like lean on the side of the tub.
I got the leaning mode,
Yeah.
you know. Oh. See, we got the leaning. We both got the feature. I just got mine recently.
Yeah, you just got the lean recently. Yeah.
See how you guys like it?
I'm sure it was a very expensive upgrade.
It's so
yeah.
expensive. Oh my god, way
Oh my
overpriced.
God.
Way overpriced.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Cool. I've been wanting to try and get into VTubing, but I don't have a VR or a Windows computer. Now, you can answer this one, because I definitely know you already have a reason to this, but I will definitely just start off by just saying you don't have to have anything crazy to start VTubing.
No, you can start with a PNG. Most artists will do them for like $50, sometimes less. You don't need to start with an expensive setup. The only reason I started with a model was because I made it myself, and it was not good. It was bad. Like compared to now, like listen, I keep these things so I can humble myself.
Oh,
But
we're gonna see it.
yeah, like in
like
2 years.
creating a mod like rigging. I've seen people try to do it, and it looks so time consuming. Like moving a finger takes like a couple days. Like it's insane. Like all the things you have to do.
Yeah, it's a lot, and so this is my 1.0.
Aw, it's adorable. It's adorable. Look at that one. See, that
Yeah,
one looks like
so
the one I want to put on top of the fridge.
yeah,
You always want to just want to
Put it on the
hang it up on
fridge.
top of fridge with that. Your other model looks like something you would just take into the bathroom or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a,
yeah.
that's a different story.
The
That's a
one
different
that's
story.
on the body pillow.
Yeah, that one's a different story. But this one's like adorable. Like, oh, look at the one you made. Here, it's going right
Yeah,
up
little
here.
guy. So, like you can learn, or you can start with a static PNG model. Like, you don't need anything fancy. All you need is the desire to stream.
Yep, exactly.
And then
Just
you
do
can go from there.
it. Just do it.
Alright, say goodbye to 1.0 Podge.
Bye bye, one of them, Podge. Going back to also another question that was asked, and we'll get to your spin in a second. Is the biggest debate ever tea or coffee? Bum, bum, bum.
Tea.
I'm a coffee person. I'm definitely a coffee person. Well, I'm sorry. I'm a coffee person. I actually have not tasted a tea that I liked.
Fair. And, like, I enjoy coffee as well, but it hurts my tummy, so I have to drink it, like,
Oh.
sparingly.
No, it makes sense.
And
So
I
that
love tea.
tea is good. Tea is relaxing. I just haven't had any like the tea that makes me actually not go on it. So I have to
Yeah.
find one. But coffee, I usually I used to like have a hard time with my stomach too. But then after I just had it for so long for just trying to wake up and do things, I got better
Yeah, you
at
get
it.
used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it, so it's kind of nice now. But looks like we got the monkey. We want to ask you a question. So the monkey's gonna be
Yeah,
asking this
let's
first
spin
spin.
it.
So first spin of the night. And
I'm
the
excited.
monkey. So monkey wants to ask you a question. So let's see what the question is. And this is a fun question, maybe. I don't know. Do you have a most hated game that you ever played? A game that you just did not like? Could be a hot
Ugh.
take. Could be a hot take too.
Okay, so
Oh,
Actually, I, maybe not my most hated game like ever, but recently, I can tell you a game I was definitely not impressed with.
ooh, what is it?
And I've never refunded a game on Steam before, but I
Oh.
refunded Nightingale.
Really? I heard that was a
Yeah.
pretty good game though.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So, Nightingale, Pal World, and what's the other one? What's the
Like
other
Lethal
one?
Company or something like that.
No. It's another like survival game. Why can't I
Vampire
think of it?
Survivor or
Enshrouded.
oh
Enshrouded.
yeah.
So they all came out around the same time. Enshrouded, great. Pal World, great. Nightingale, really cool concept. Clunkiest crafting and menu
Oh.
system I have used in a survival game. Like, it just, you have to go through so much menu to do anything.
Really?
And when the point of the game is to make stuff, it should be easier to make stuff.
True.
So I was really unimpressed
Oh
with
wow.
like the functionality of the actual UI of the game. And I refunded it because I was like, I have 2 other survival games that I have way more fun with, so why would I keep this one?
Well, it's a good reasoning. It's a good reasoning. Because the thing is, when it comes to those games, is that you can't just release that kind of game anymore and just hope that it's going to be really successful.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of games that you have to compete with. You know, there's a lot of really good
Mhm.
games that do it a lot better. And if you release like 3 games that are all the same kind of style with different like premises back to back with each other, one of them is
Yeah.
going to stand tall because they will have a better concept or better
Yep.
UI or something like that.
Yeah, and like for me it's all about like how do I do the main, like the core thing of the game with as few button presses as possible? And Nightingale was like, we're gonna make this hell for you, and I was like, well, no thank you.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. You know,
No.
when the game starts to become more of a chore and a hassle, that's when
Yeah.
it starts to lose its fun.
And that's what it felt like, and it just felt like living in menus, and I did not care for that.
Mhm.
So
Makes sense.
Um,
Good hot take. Good hot take.
yeah, that's my hot take.
I like it. It's a good hot take. It's a good hot take. It's very spicy. Not spicy Walmart, but it's very spicy.
Not spicy Walmart, but spicy.
But very spicy. I didn't like the Halo 5 campaign. Oh. I didn't really play much of Halo. I played a Halo back in the day and I stopped after a while.
So I grew up like with the Halo series. Like I think, oh god, when did first Halo games come out? But I kind of got like bullied.
You're gonna date yourself, so watch out.
Yeah.
So when did I first go to my first midnight release of Halo 2?
Oh my god, yeah, the lineups.
The good times.
But like, I hung out with boys a lot when I was younger, and I was bad at shooters, and I'm still bad at shooters, so I kind of got bullied out of playing Halo.
Aww.
So I've never really played a Halo game, but I've watched people play Halo, and I really enjoy the story of Halo. But yeah, my friends always picked on me when I was bad at Halo, so I stopped playing it. I love Gears of War though.
Gears of War is great. I love Gears of War.
Oh, Gears of War is so good.
So good. There's talk of resurgence of like the Gears of War franchise, and I think they can do it. 100%, they can definitely do it. They just need to do a God of War kind of style, you know?
Yeah.
They need if they're gonna change it, they need to change like God of War did with their franchise. You know, they can't be too similar because no one's going to want to try something new. But it can't be too different because then no one from the old franchise will play it.
Exactly. I was really impressed with what God of War did.
True.
Those games, the two newest ones are so good. Like, just so good.
Well, I'm really excited about it because even though God of War is still continuing, they actually just announced they didn't announce it. They just talked about how there's going to be hiring for the next one coming out, which people are suggesting that means they're in the making of it. But the same studio that made God of War is also in the making of a sci-fi like space one. So it'd be kind of cool to see what they do next because I love the style.
Yeah.
Be cool to see. Yeah. Next question for you, and that is, you are a goblin mate.
I am.
Goblin mate.
Yes.
There's a couple of goblin VTubers out there, aren't there?
Yes.
So my question for you is, what do you bring to the VTuber community that helps you stand out from all the rest of the goblins and the maids?
Well, I used to be the only goblin maid, but I'm not anymore. There's a couple other goblin maids. Shout out to Kiki Gothicy and oh my god, why is her name slipping?
Like I said, our brain cells like keep on like throwing back and forth each other. Whenever we need to think about something, we absorb the other one.
I know, it's like
Honey Goblin.
Honey Goblin is the most famous goblin VTuber for sure.
What? I have not seen this Honey Goblin. I tell you the truth, you're like one of the first ever goblins I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, like so I've seen like, a couple other ones, but I never really like hated mine. You're the only one that actually like stuck with me. I'm like, oh hey, I like this one. This is a cool one. Why?
I'm surprised. Well, Gloomy Maid is the other one. Yeah, is the other goblin maid VTuber.
Yeah, I never met this one.
Gloomy Maid is new, and they are a riot. I love them to bits. Yeah, Honey Goblin's like the OG big goblin VTuber. There's also Gamer Goblin Gary. I think me, Honey, and Gary are like the 3 partnered goblins.
Ooh.
That I'm aware of. Oh, and there's there's one more partnered goblin. If her name comes to me, I'll say it. But I have a little brain fog because my allergies are really bad right now. But
no worries. But I apologize. Oh, when you coming up to this building, we have a lot of flowers and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But jokes aside,
sniffly.
Just sniffling, just a little sniffle. But jokes aside, this is like the worst time of year to get allergies, right, guys? Like, oh my god. Like,
the trees
so
keep
bad.
nutting, and it makes me sneeze.
No, it gets in my nose and on my face. I'm like, wait.
And I always say, don't get it up my nose, and the trees don't listen.
They don't listen. They just do whatever they want.
I know. I gotta teach them about consent.
Yeah, no,
But,
you need to teach them consent, definitely. Show them what's
actually,
up.
I can segue that into what I do that makes me stand out.
Oh, perfect. Is it like nutting trees?
No, it's actually about consent.
Oh.
I take a lot of care with my streams to make them a very safe and welcoming place to people in the kink community.
Oh.
We talk a lot about consent. We do a little bit of sex education. We talk about kinks in a very respectful way. And we do ASMR surrounding those things. So, like, I always try to make my community feel welcome. And we don't kink shame unless shaming is your kink. And like in that regard, you know, I always really stand very firmly and put my foot down on kink education and consent. I don't ever want anyone to feel uncomfortable, especially when we do talk about heavy topics. And you know, I think I'm very known for I will stop everything I'm doing if we need to have a talk in the chat. Like, I will stop whatever it is I'm doing if someone makes a comment in the chat that's not appropriate. I'll be like, okay, we're gonna talk about this, because for me, ignoring it is not an option. I, you know, don't feed the trolls, obviously, but if someone comes into the chat, you know, a lot of folks come in like, ooh, Goblin, big booba, I'm gonna say something kind of spicy. And sometimes they go a little too far, and I'm like, no, we're actually gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about why that's not okay, and we're gonna talk about better ways you can engage. Especially because I do adult content, and I'm very lucky to have a very respectful and kind community, because what you put out there is what you're gonna get.
True, 100%. And like, that's
So,
your audience too. Like, and your audience
Yeah.
reflects you. So if you are
Yeah.
literally have a very understanding, very respectful, very communicative kind of audience who is like very good with watching their boundaries and knowing what to say and what not to say, that's a reflection of the streamer putting their foot down and talking about that and understanding that. So that's actually a really respectful thing to have.
And I'm a very open book in that regard. Like, my chat knows that they can ask me anything as long as they do it with respect and like the intent to learn. It's very rare that I will say I don't want to talk about that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there's certain things we won't talk about on stream, like when I'm doing ASMR, because I don't want to like kill the vibe. But for the most part, like, you know, I'm always open to talk about stuff with my community and build a better understanding.
Oh yeah, you are the best. You are the best. Good thing.
Hey, thank you.
Oh yeah, all the loves, guys, all the loves. Of course, the one big thing that goblins are not allowed to talk about, obviously, is how do you clean your ears? Like, they're so big and long, and like, how, like, do you like use a special tool?
No, you just shove a stick in there.
Is it a stick? Just random stick?
Just a stick. Yeah, just a big old stick. You just get in there. Sometimes you kind of mush up your brain a bit, but you know, maybe that's why I have one brain cell. It's all coming together. It's all making
we're
sense
finally
now.
getting the lore. We're getting the backstory. We're getting it. It's all feeling together. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I like that. This is really respectful. I really like that that's your community. Because even though, there's a lot of, I've had a lot of lewd VTubers on my show, and they all have different styles and different things to go for. But it seems like the ones that I usually find the most understanding are the ones that are very, like, respectful and knows how to, like, take care of the fandom without crossing any boundaries that makes them feel uncomfortable. And I think comfortability is the biggest thing when it comes to kinks. Is that if you, if someone's into a very specific niche, and you break that boundary, they might feel bad for liking that niche. But if you stay within that niche and actually be able to have them understand it, I imagine they will be more likely to be more interested in that kink.
Yeah, I often have people who will come in when I'm doing talks or like when I'm on panels about this kind of stuff being like, should I feel bad for liking this thing? And I'm like, no, like unless the thing you're doing is illegal or hurting someone in a non-consensual way, you should not feel bad about the things that you like.
No, and I agree with that. I agree with that. And I think sexual talk is definitely very important, especially with your partner, because that's something that really happens. Is that, in my opinion, when it comes to having a healthy relationship, in any sense of the word, either romantic or non, you need to have communication. And when this is
Thank
yes,
you.
right? So like communication is extremely important, and that is double true in the bedroom. You need to make sure that you guys are both aware of what likes and dislikes. I actually dated a girl who loves to do that kind of stuff, and it's really amazing. But then when it came to the stuff that she liked, she never told me anything about it. So like it was kind of hard. Yeah, so like it was kind of hard to know what kind of things that she liked. And I ended up like pretty much leaving the relationship because I didn't know how to take care of her. So it was really difficult.
And it's interesting you say that because like a lot of people experience shame around their kinks. And I witnessed that a lot. Like people feel very shamed because in the past they have been shamed for liking those things. And you know, like I try to get people to understand that everyone is into something. And it's just those somethings are different for everyone.
Everyone,
like
everyone
vanilla
has
is a kink.
Yeah, I don't like people just like that kind of just one position. That's the only thing they want to go into.
Yeah,
that's totally fine.
That does it for them.
Yeah.
Like, so I really try to make sure my community and anybody who comes in or interacts with me knows that like they don't have to be ashamed of themselves in my space. And I am willing to have those discussions. And it's important to me to have those discussions.
I think so too. No, 100%. I don't know if you know this one. Do you know a VTuber who also is in the exact same realm that you talk about? Her name is Pinbun. Pinbun?
Pibba's
Okay.
a really good friend
Cool.
of mine.
I interviewed her on my stream, and she's like the one most loveliest VTuber, just person I've ever met, and I just love her content and how like she's just so loving to everyone, you know. So like, yes, I had the exact same feeling that when you were talking about that, like, oh, this must be a pin bun, you know.
Yeah, Pibba does hasn't for a bit, but used to do a show that was like a kink roundtable almost, where we would spin a wheel and we would talk about a kink. To educate people about it and to show that, like, you know, there's lots of people who are into these kinds of things. Because, yeah, Pinbun's very, very kink positive as well, and is certainly not shy about expressing it, and that's one of the things I love the most about her.
It's been a while since she's been on my show, but like, there's a running joke that she's actually under the table right now.
I would bet money that Pinbun is under the table right now.
Yep. Just let you know. So if you feel anything, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's totally good.
Yeah, because like if she's on your side, I want her to come over on my side.
No, she's on your side.
Oh, she's on my side.
Yeah,
oh,
she's
so
on your
that's
side.
What that is.
Jesse, yeah. Clip that and show it to her. Just keep doing it. Just keep at it. Just keep at it. Maybe go to the right a little bit. Just you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 100%. Like kink like, positivity is something that I think more people should talk about, especially here in America, because I feel like that's like a taboo to talk about. So here's a question.
Sex ed is so bad in America.
It's so bad. Like I actually remember growing up, I actually skipped out on it, and that's just because I just didn't want to talk about it. It just seemed like too taboo for me. But now as I got older, now it seems like a more natural thing to talk about. Especially when you get in an age where you kind of know what you like and you know what you want to do. So you kind of like, if you get in a relationship, you kind of like, you know, after like a while you date, and you don't really want to throw your kink out right off the bat when you get in a relationship, you know.
Oh, I do.
Oh, you do?
I'm like, listen, I'm a freak.
Hey, go for it.
If you're not a freak, then you might have some trouble with me.
Which I think is good to like establish that as a relationship in the beginning. For me, I always like to ease in on it. I usually don't want to talk about it until a little bit later, just because I don't know. I don't feel like I have really any like kinks. I would say I have like preferences,
right?
And some kind of things I like about it. but there's never been something that like I find myself, because I like to try a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just fun to try new things. I don't mind
I
trying it.
agree.
The only things I don't personally like is something that like hurts me. You know, I don't think
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like things that hurt me. That's the only thing I
And
would
a
say.
lot of people, you know, a lot of people don't understand the appeal of impact play, and like that's totally normal. It's totally normal not to like it. It's totally normal to like it.
Mhm.
Depends on the person.
Exactly. Now, here's my question for you. If someone has a fetish or has like a kink, but doesn't
Mhm.
know it yet, how do you think they should try to like find out what it is? Do you think they should just try anything and see if anything
No,
goes?
no, because there's some stuff that requires a lot of safety and preparation. So do your research on it. Ask questions. Look for reputable people who do those things or talk about those things. That's part of why I talk about these things on streams. I actually had someone say like, I don't know if I have any kinks. Is that weird? And I said, well, no. Like that's totally normal, and you might not know you like something until you're in a position where you're trying it. Um, and as long as you approach those things safely and with consent, and if you're looking into harder stuff, some research, um, don't do not be afraid, little bird.
Don't be afraid. Fly into any kind
Fly.
of domains. Do your research and don't jump in.
Yes.
Just watch out, because you might be like, I might try some new things, and then you try bondage and you realize ropes
And you're like,
hurt. Ropes
you're like,
hurt
wow,
a
I
lot.
just cut off circulation to my foot.
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
and now
yeah,
I had to
don't
cut
do
it
that.
off. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Just
It happens.
scary. Like, see, like
It
again,
happens.
that's scary to me to think about. But to my knowledge, I never really met someone who was into that kind of stuff. But I can definitely imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this? I'll put you in the hot seat. What is
Okay.
your favorites?
I'm very into primal play and everything that surrounds that. So like having a partner who's bigger than me, like feral stuff, being hunted, biting, marking, kind of everything that has to do with like, I'm into monsters, that kind of stuff. So, I love the idea of like when you get someone so wound up that they like let go of their humanity and just become like feral is like number one to me. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Animal instincts right there. I love it.
Yes,
Love it.
animal instincts. Your
Well, that's
animal
really cool.
urges.
How did you figure out that you like that?
Having partners that got like that.
Oh.
And then realizing, okay, yeah. And then kind of putting the pieces together of like, wait, I'm really into monsters. I'm really into doing stuff outdoors. I'm really into partners who are bigger than me. Oh, there's a name for this.
Wait, I'm a goblin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a VTuber that is a small, helpless prey creature. Like,
It sounds like you'd be like a bunny, in my opinion. You'd be like a little bunny.
I know. Listen, the bunny VTubers though, they don't mess around. The bunny VTubers, you gotta watch out for them. They're powerful.
I interviewed like
You met
3.
Pinbun.
I interviewed 3 in a row. Not wrong.
The pink bunnies, they are not to be trifled with.
You gotta watch out for them. They'd be wild. They'd be wild.
Yeah,
be wild
it's like the bunny in Monty Python.
I know, right? They're scary. You gotta watch out. They're the scariest monsters of all. Cool.
Yeah, the cute pink bunny.
Cool. So here's a nice little fun question for you. I'm gonna have to change up a little bit because you're more of like a content creator of like all different varieties and a gamer specifically. But any games you're looking forward to streaming this year, do you like to give it a little bit of a sneak peek for? Or in this case, would you like to have any plans that you kind of have planned for this year that you have not really announced too much?
I was planning to stream Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but I ended up just kind of playing it on my own time, because I'm such a big dork for Final Fantasy VII. But I'm actually really looking forward to streaming the Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail expansion.
Okay, that'd be cool to see.
because a lot of my community plays, and I really want to do the new content on stream. I think it'd be really fun. Some of my VTuber friends, I already play the game with them, so I think that'd be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
that'll
sounds
be
like
this
great.
summer.
Ooh, this summer, guys. Get ready for it. Write it in your calendars.
Yeah.
I want to see it. 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 All right. And we talked a little about this. And you actually did tell me that you actually do this early on. But if you want to expand on it, you totally can too. And that is, any games you like to play with your fans? Any community days?
I really like doing like party games and stuff, like Jackbox and things like that. But I'm really stoked to play Helldivers with my community. We also do VR chat nights every now and then when I can find the time to organize it. So we'll have another one of those coming up soon. But it's just nice to like. I really like games where you don't have to think too hard, because then you can actually talk with people.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like Helldivers, like as long as you're not playing on like a super hard mode. But yeah, the VR chat nights are always really fun. And it's been a minute since I've done one, and now I've got the full body trackers, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, do the whole arm movement kind of thing.
Yeah, shake my dumpy.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's totally what I was thinking about. I was totally thinking. I'm over here with my arms and like, oh yeah, no, it was the dumpy part. Just dumpy part.
It's the dumpy. It's all about the dumpy.
It's all about the dumpy, guys. It's all about the dumpy. When you think of goblins, you don't think about anything else but the dumpy.
Just the dumpy.
Just the dumpy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Premium, goblin, dumpy.
You heard it here, folks. You know what it takes. You know what it takes. You know the things to go for. That's why Demon Slayer always aims for the head.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Prime dumpy, yeah.
Prime dumpy. I love it. Cool. Awesome. Well, let's get into the biggest thing that we always wanted to get into the most. And that is, I could make a joke right here, but I'm just going to skip on that. Model. Let's get into your model. Talk about it a little bit. The design of it. You probably know the joke I was about to make, but let's get into your model and talk about that. So, what got you want to become a goblin in the first place? Like, why did you decide this was going to be your VTuber?
So, initially, I was between a goblin and a bat. And I had a partner at the time whose nickname for me was Goblin because I'm just like this. I'm just a little creature. And also, I have a couple D&D and Pathfinder characters that are goblins that I love. And I just like, I fell in love with the idea of being able to be like a more enhanced version of myself. I also love maids. Maids are like top tier in my list of kinks as well. So being a goblin maid just seemed completely ideal. Like, I really wanted something that embodied me, because I came into this knowing that like people know what I look like because I'm a cosplayer. My face is all over the internet. Like, I never had an intention of hiding who I was, so I wanted to make a model that represented me in a way that I could also cosplay. Not thinking, oh god, I have to paint myself green, what have I done? But, you know, the body type is my body type, and, you know, I thought, like, what's my most idealized self? And it is a goblin maid.
Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Be the goblin. I like.
Some people want to be something completely different from who they are, and I was like, nah, I wanna enhance.
I want enhance. I will be me, but enhanced. I love it.
Me looking at Pudge. Who
what?
are you? You, but better.
You, but better. It's like, well, that's actually pretty interesting because a lot of people. So I've had this, and this might be another little touchy subject, but I had talked to a lot of different VTubers who gets like a personality like shock when they are a VTuber who are not even close to who they really are, and then they don't know who they really are. You know, they play a character and they play a certain kind of part, but then when they go back to being like a regular person, they don't know which one they prefer. Ever heard that before?
Yeah, and like, I feel like it would be really hard for me to continuously play a character. Like, there's certain things I do for Podge that are a little different from like how I act normally. Like I definitely speak in a higher register when I'm Podge, but it's not a register that I like. It's my customer service voice.
Oh yeah, we all know, we all have those,
Yeah, yeah. So like it's not like a voice I made up or anything, but it's definitely a voice. I just, yeah, whoa, that'd be like such an identity crisis,
Right?
and that would be so difficult because like I wanted to like imbue as much of myself into my VTuber as I could, so I can't even imagine like being something else, even to the point where like I won't apply for agencies that would make me be one of their models. Like it's like if I can't be Podge, I don't want to do it.
Makes sense. Actually, one of the first ever, so behind the scenes a little bit, one of the first ever questions I usually ask all my guests when I invite them to my show is if they play a character. Because I've had situations where people want to be played a very specific character and they can't, like kayfabe. Have you ever heard that before? Kayfabe. Yeah, like they have to stay within their character designs, and so I have to play around the whole thing. And instead of asking you like, "What is your model design?" I just ask, "What do you like about your body?" I have to change things around a little bit. But I think it's definitely healthier, not better, healthier to have more of like I am the character and I can act myself with this character. Because what my VTuber does is that it just allows me to portray myself to a different level, but it's not replacing it. You know?
Exactly. That's a really good way of putting it. Like, I want to be myself for my community. Like, I don't want to pretend to be something. I feel like that would be really hard for me, and it would feel like I'm lying. And I like this is my full-time job, and I don't think I could live like that. Like I don't think I could be a big corpo VTuber and pretend that I'm not me. Like that actually sounds terrible.
Well, it's interesting to think about that some people do that, you know? It's very rare nowadays. I think it was more of like a beginning kind of thing, where VTubers would do that in the beginning because they want to play a certain character. I think nowadays people are more comfortable just being themselves to like actually do than being a specific character. But I will definitely say that was a topic of conversation with a couple of my guests early on, where they feel like they have to play a certain character, and then after they got really good at playing that character and really liked and really accepted, when they went away from that character, they didn't know how to act, they didn't know what to do, you know, kind of situation. So it's just an interesting topic to throw out there for some people, because that was the thing that people had issues with when they were VTubers. But that's why another tip for anyone who wants to get into VTubing is that just be yourself, just have fun, enjoy yourself, and do the things that you normally want to do. If you want to have like touchy parts where you play as a character, have fun with it, you know, enjoy it.
Like I have redeems that let me do little like character things. That's kind of how I do it. Like I'm not gonna talk like this every time I'm doing a stream. Like that would kill me.
Oh, whoa. The mommy voice right there.
Yeah. So, but it's something I enjoy doing, and it's something my community enjoys, so we do it as like a moment rather than a permanent thing.
And I think that's every now and then, I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. It's just when you force yourself to be a different character all the time for like, what, how long you been streaming for? Like 4 years, right?
Yeah, I started in 2020.
Just imagine doing that 4 years. Ugh. Like I said,
Can't imagine.
If you guys do that, if there's someone who does that and they're happy with it, go for it, have fun. But I would definitely say that sounds stressful for me, personally.
Yeah. And I think it also kind of inadvertently puts up a barrier between you and your community. Because it's very mentally taxing to pretend to be a thing all the time. Like, as a person who is LGBTQ, it's very mentally taxing to pretend to be a thing all the time.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's more enjoyable to just be yourself.
Dude, agreed. I can see how in a corporate setting it might feel nice to disconnect into a character, But man, doing it 24/7 could be really rough. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is like that's kind of what I'm saying when it comes to those kind of people. Is those people are in the corporate setting. Like let's think of like Gura. She's the one of the most famous ones, you know. She still acts the way she wants to act, but when it comes down to it, she still says that she has a tail. Obviously, she does not actually have a tail. But the thing is that she's paid to do that kind of stuff. She's paid an agency to have a contract to act like a character. It's not any different than a movie star around stage to become an actor kind of situation. That's what they kind of do. So they see it more as a job, and they're able to disconnect themselves away from that character to go into it. It's the people who like force themselves not getting paid and just wants to be like an entertainer and act a certain way, and then they feel like if they're not that person, they're not liked, and that's what you can't do.
And I mean, I agree with that in some respects, but like this is my full-time job too. Like I get paid to do this. The difference being is I run my own business. I don't have an agency paying me. I have all of my avenues of income from streaming and making content. But I think that actually, you know, you made me think about it for a second. That kind of adds even more reason to want to be myself, because I'm also managing myself. And it would just be so exhausting to exist 24/7 as something else. Because I spend hours and hours building my content, taking care of my Discord, you know, like working on audios and videos and things like that, like prepping for streams. So to have to think about a character all the time would be so much, whereas when you have like a manager or an agency, you can offload some of that stress to other people and you can just perform.
No, 100%.
So it's a little more like contained, like a contained performance. Not to say I'm not performing. I'm definitely like, you know, I want my community to enjoy what I'm doing. I'm putting hard work into the streams that I do, but I am doing it, you know, from the core of myself.
Agreed, 100%. And you don't have a corporate entity telling you like, hey, act more Goblin. No, be more Goblin. Change that voice every now and then. You're doing it for yourself, and you're just doing it to like satisfy your own wants, but also to take care of your community. You know, you're not being forced to do anything. And I think that's the biggest distinguish of the two. You know, one is like you are assigned to do a job. You have to act this way and do the job. In this case, you're your own boss. You make your own decisions, and so if you're going to do something, you most likely going to want to do it because you want to do it.
Yeah, like in true Goblin fashion, I do what I want.
She does. She definitely does what she wants. She definitely does what she wants. I'm just glad that so far she has not eaten the couch.
No, that's for later.
Wait. Later?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried now. And yeah, I need that couch. Couch is very special. It has a story with it. It has a story with it too. Can't not lose the couch.
Oh, is it? Wait, is it the couch?
It is the couch.
It looks like the couch.
It is the couch. There's actually Pinpon.
I can't eat the couch. Is a famous couch.
Exactly. Pinpon actually was the one that actually saw it first. She was the first one on my show when I had this new layout. And the first thing she saw when she saw it was she noticed that couch. Chat, do you know this couch? Do you know how famous this couch?
Oh, they know the couch.
They know this couch. This is the famous couch. I just don't have giant 7-foot, all different monsters standing or behind her right now. I mean, I
can't believe I'm here with the couch. Wow, this is an honor.
It is. You know what? I got that couch. I didn't even know it was the couch until someone pointed it out to me. All I thought was the story was that I was looking for parts to set up my stage, and I was walking by a building. This building, I didn't know what it was called. I did not know what it was called, but it was 3 X's in neon letters right on top of it. I didn't know what it was, so I walked inside. They seemed really busy. There was a lot of yelling and a lot of screaming going on in the background. I don't know why. But I talked to the person in front and asked them, hey, why is the couch outside? And they said, oh, it was too used. I was like, oh, I guess a lot of people sit on and play video games. That's the only thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Can I buy it? And they said, oh, you can buy it for like $10. I was like, this is obviously pretty used. I don't really want to spend a bunch of money on a used couch. And they said, well, it has a really cool feature. And apparently the feature is that if you put a black light over it, it turns all white. Which I did not know.
Wow, that's so cool.
Right? So
Really this is not a couch. This is the couch.
The couch is the couch. So I then I found out it was the couch, and now it feels like I got it for $20. So I thought it was actually good, worth it. Worth the $20.
So I won't eat the couch, but I might lick it.
Okay,
Just to
that's
say
fine.
I did.
You can totally lick it. You can lick it as much as you want.
Okay,
You're not
cool.
the first
Thank you.
one. I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you who was the first one who licked it.
Yeah, and I don't think I'll be the last.
No, you will not. You'll definitely not be long.
Yeah. You gotta lick the couch on the way out.
Well, yeah, obviously. It's the rite of initiation when you come into my stage. You know?
Wow, I feel like I've really just ascended as a Vtuber. Yeah, this is a very precious moment in my
Exactly.
life.
And this is going to start. Hello, fellas. Can you come in? No, I'm joking. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I actually probably have a
and
lot of
5
VTubers.
giant monsters will enter the studio.
I actually have some guy friends that I've interviewed that probably will fit that bill. I might have to reach out to them.
Oh my god. Wow, the after party sounds great.
Yeah, exactly. The alpha is really good. Am I allowed to make a salt lick joke here? You go have fun. You do all the jokes. All the jokes. I love how starstruck she is. She's so starstruck. She's like, I've been sitting on this couch the whole time. Didn't even know.
Yeah. My butt prints on this couch.
Yep, and it'll always be there. Just watch out for the stickiness, because yeah.
It's like the walk of fame, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Your butt print is gonna be on there from now on.
Yeah. On the couch.
And all these other VTubers have the butt print on there too.
What a keepsake.
All
You
right.
can get a lot of money for this.
That's how I'm gonna retire. Literally how I'm gonna retire.
I love that you have a plan for yourself.
You have to when you're an adult. Like you gotta come up with a 401k, and if I can't get a 401k, I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of hot anime VTubers to sell on my couch, and then I'll sell it later.
Yeah, that's so smart.
Right, guys? See.
Using those brain cells.
Using the little brain cells. Yes. See. I'm glad that someone finally noticed it. I love it.
Seems lucrative.
Hey, look at it. You'll see. One day. You'll see.
Yeah.
One day I will have the most famous of VTubers on this couch, and the butt prints will be there for us. Then I know I've lived the dream.
Yeah. Our butt prints will mingle.
All the butt prints will mingle. Almost reminds me of that one couch series I know. That's a couch series? I didn't even know it was a couch series. Well, anyway. I love that. That was good. So, next question to ask is that with your model being the way it is, something pretty much is your ideal self. What is your favorite part about it? What is something that you like that's on it that you find you just love the best?
My steppies.
Oh, your steppies.
I'm really proud of this feature. Hang on, I'm gonna stand on the couch. I'm standing on the couch.
There's no jumping. No jump is allowed on the couch. Oh, look at that. It's a little jump.
Just stepping.
It's a little stepping. I like the little like frills on the back part.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's very pretty.
I love my steppies. I worked really hard on that. I'd never done steppies before, and I really wanted to try to do it, so I did it.
I bet that was...
It's so much easier than it looks.
Really? I was going to ask you if it was really difficult.
No, it was one of the easier parts of my rig. Once I figured out how to go about it, it actually ended up really easy. Nice.
I like it. And I think this is also really impressive, the work you did with this model, because it looks really professionally done. I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm always improving it. As I learn stuff, I go back in and I fix things and improve it. So.
Yep, like the leaning thing you actually got.
Yeah. I added the lean, and I'm working on a little chibi model that leans even more.
Ooh, I like to see that.
Yeah.
I like to see this. That'd be good. I found Pi from a weekly discovered on Spotify, and then the Twitch, and then the proxy. His stream seems pretty cool. Oh, you on Spotify?
I am. I have an original song.
Oh, what? You sing too?
Yeah.
What can't you do? Oh my god.
Listen, if I want to do something, I try it. That's
I like
just
it. That's
how I am.
good. That's smart. I like that. That's actually really respectful.
So yeah, I have a song called Monster. It came out last Halloween. and it is on Spotify and YouTube. I wrote the lyrics, the melody, and sang it myself, and all the instruments are by Luis Vasquez and Disife.
Ooh.
And it is a banger. I am so happy. I've always wanted to release a metal song, and I did it.
Nice, nice. I like it. I saw your Twitter is literally you on the with guitar, and I was like, wow.
Yes.
I'm guessing she just really likes that kind of music, but I didn't know you actually played it.
That's the album art.
Ooh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, if I randomly stumble upon it, I'll definitely listen to it and put a like on there for
Please
you.
do. Please do.
Has the mommy goblin been shown yet? He did give us a teaser of Goblin Mommy. I love the eyes. I love the eyes. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah.
It shows off every now and then. I like it. It's very good. I played it on loop for like 3 hours. It slaps.
Thank you.
Wow, look at that. I like it. That's cool. I'll give it a try. Definitely worth it. Definitely give it a try. Definitely. I like it.
Thank you.
Cool. So now let's get into the one part that a lot of people really like. And I've been actually kind of curious about it because you said it has some D&D implications on it. But that is your lore and backstory. Why are you a goblin maid?
So, I've made some adjustments because I wanted to, take it a little bit further away from Wizards of the Coast IP. But I'll give you the Wizards of the Coast version because it's easier. Because that was the OG lore. So,
OG.
I am a goblin from the Underdark. I was in service to a very powerful drow overlord. Treated very kindly, and was a maid in their house until a band of adventurers slew my overlord, and I went on a journey to find a new one. In that journey, I met many people and traveled many realms, and I ended up in this one, where I learned that apparently maid cafes are a thing. And I became obsessed with them, and I wanted to make my own maid cafe. So I now run the Sugared Short Stack Maid Cafe, where I serve my patrons most nights.
Most nights.
Except when I'm napping. And I'm happy to say I do have a new overlord.
Ooh.
And I'm a very happy little gobbo. Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. That's so adorable. That's a good story. That's a good story. Usually when you think of goblins, you think of different kinds of stories. But I like this one. It's a good one.
Yeah. No, it's a little different. And I do have character sheets for Pathfinder and D&D of Podge. I play Podge in D&D, and it's really fun. I'm a warlock.
Nice. I can see that.
Yes.
So you have like powers.
Yeah. Yes, I'm given power by my overlord.
Ooh. So, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I like it. I haven't played D&D in a while. Last time I played D&D, I was a samurai because, again,
Ooh.
weeb. But I really had fun with it. It was really cool. And then I think if I play it again, I want to try and play as like a warlock, bard kind of person.
Yeah, bard luck.
Yeah, I love bards. I love bards a lot. I have a clip on TikTok. Literally got really big. It was just me just saying that you want like the reason why I want to become a bard is because I want to do it with everyone. That's why you're a bard. I just want to do it with everyone. That's the whole point.
That's why I'm a goblin.
Yeah. But see, I want to do it because I want to be charismatic and be anyone with my charisma skills. I feel like if you play a game where you can max out your charisma skills, you can beat the entire game with your voice alone. And that's why I want
Exactly. And that's why I was really upset when they changed the way warlocks work from charisma to intelligence, because I'm not smart. I'm charming.
Yeah.
The whole idea is I want to charm my patron. I want to charm their pants off so that they give me their powers.
Exactly. That's what we all want to do. Charm the pants off. You magical powers.
So, like, I don't understand why warlocks aren't charisma based anymore.
It
makes me angry.
They're very angry. You don't want to make her angry. You look at her angry. But no, like that's why I'm over here. Like, I will always still consider warlock as charisma based. Always. Just like how I will always call it Twitter, even though it's called X.
Exactly. Some things just were better as they were.
Exactly. I agree. Have you two ever heard of a D&D group called Critical Role?
Critical Role, yes.
Yes, I have heard of them. They're freaking hilarious. I love them.
Yes. I actually am tangentially linked to Critical Role. There's an episode where they all dressed up for Halloween, and Matt Mercer dressed up as McCree from Overwatch, who he voices. And I actually worked on that costume for him.
What? That's so
Yes.
dope. I did not even know that. That is so cool. So you
Yep,
have connections to Matt Mercer then.
I have
Oh.
made many costumes for AAA video game companies. So
Wow.
he had us do a McCree for him.
Okay, so this is me fanning out for a second. Would you be able to do like a Mass Effect armor cosplay?
In theory, yes. In practice, I don't do that job anymore because I injured myself.
Oh no, sorry.
And I don't have access to a studio at the moment. But I have friends who run a studio that I used to work for who can do that kind of thing.
I might reach out to you. I might private DM you after this.
I'm gonna drop their link in the chat before I forget in our DMs. So
do it. Oh, I'm curious. But going back to the Matt Mercer thing, would you ever like get a hold of him to become a member on the D&D group if they ever do like a new thing?
oh my god, I feel like that man is so busy. I feel like
freaking-
he is so busy.
Matt freaking Mercer, of course he's busy. He's like the Keanu Reeves of like the more of the D&D world, you know? Like he's all over the place.
Like I think honestly, so there's Critical Role and oh god, what's the other one? My brain fog is so bad. Dimension 20. Dimension 20 with Brennan. Oh, I love Brennan. Because Dimension 20 does this cool thing where they put together groups of like different people to run games, and they did one with drag queens recently. And I really want Brennan to run a VTuber campaign.
Dude, I want to see it. Just throw it out to them. Just throw it out.
I've pitched it before, and now I want to pitch it again. Now that I'm a bit bigger, I want to pitch it again and be like, Dimension 20, please run a VTuber campaign. It would be amazing, and I think Brennan would die laughing.
I think it'd be great. Like I've seen, talked to, and even tried to get into one of VTuber like D&D campaigns, and they're so much fun. The one that I wanted to get into, but I just never got the confidence to actually like reach out to was, I don't know if you know this, you probably know, if you know D&D, you probably know this VTuber. It's the freaking I think her name is Melissa, maybe.
Well, yeah, Tiefling Melissa.
Yeah,
yes,
Tiefling.
she's
Yeah.
a friend of mine.
She's been on my show too, and I love her style. And I've always been kind of like, it's been so long, so I don't really want to reach out to her right now because I think it's too late. But I've always wanted to reach out to her and to go join in one of her campaigns. But she looks like she has so much fun, so much fun.
So I talked to Mel a while ago about doing a VTuber campaign, and it's like it's just so much work to put together.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm part of a couple campaigns. I do a Pathfinder, and on every other Wednesday, and then on Saturdays I do Mage the Awakening. But I think Mel should do some kind of special event at some point that's like even a one shot.
A one shot would be cool.
That's D&D themed VTubers playing themselves in a campaign.
That'd be cool. I think that'd be a lot of fun, actually. I think that'd be really cool.
Because there's a lot of us.
There's a lot of you guys. Oh my gosh, you're not wrong. There's a lot of you guys. But definitely tell Mel I said hi, by the way, next time you see her.
I will.
Cool. Well, I'd love to see
we got some art together. Hey, wink wonk.
You know, I wonder if that's going to be in the Spicy Walmart too. Might be.
Oh, it is.
Oh. Might have to check the spicy section of Spicy Walmart. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So on this one, it is going to be a little controversial. So are you ready for another kind of spicy take?
A hot take.
Hot take. What is your thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment?
Okay, so I want to preface this by saying it is very important to curate your online experience. And this is a tip that like carries through with anything really. Like, curate your experience with stuff. There are a lot of people in the community that like to cause trouble. And obviously drama is always heard the loudest. So, you know, you hear a lot of crappy things now and then, or people get involved in stuff, and it's like, I calmly ask, take a step back. It's called self-care. Prioritize your mental health and curate your online experience. not everything needs to be a Twitter thread. You know, personal issues can stay personal. And using personal issues for clout and entertainment is gross.
Agreed.
That said, there are amazing, amazing people in this community who do a lot of really cool, really groundbreaking stuff. If I didn't like the community, I wouldn't be doing it. A big part of what we do is networking and is, you know, collaborating with other creators. So, you know, it's important to foster those good connections. And I have met amazing people who I can't imagine my life without at this point. I met my partner through VTubing. And it's really wonderful to, you know, go through this experience looking up to certain people, and then down the road you're friends with them. And, you know, they're just as genuine and lovely as you thought they were. And, you know, some people will let you down, but that's a fact of life. I think that's any community has its toxic people. Any community does. But I am very proud of, you know, the VTuber community as a whole and the stuff we've been able to accomplish and, you know, putting VTubers on the map.
True. Finest words have not been said by a goblin.
I'm not very smart, but I'm very wise.
There you go. There's a difference. It's a difference. Intelligence and wisdom. Different.
Two different things.
But no, I agree. 100% agree with that entire statement. I have nothing to say. I think that's actually perfect. I love it. Very good job. Very good job. But yeah,
Thank you.
Like, guys, you need to realize that all communities have a toxic egg. They all do, you know. And the worst thing to do is to color the entire community with just that one toxic egg, you know. Because this community is so welcoming and so nice and caring. Just because there's one or two, especially if they might be like a little bit with a higher following, might be a little more toxic than normal, does not mean that every single person in that community thinks that way. So always make sure you do your research and find out people are different. People are different.
Yeah, and like, you know, sometimes you will be positively surprised and sometimes you'll be negatively surprised. Like, I know, like, I'm not gonna like beat around the bush on it. Like everything that happened with Poppy the Lich King. You know, oh, my cat says hello. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
There's you know, like there were signs, but I don't think anybody expected it to be as intense as it was. You know, it just kept going down the rabbit hole. But that could happen anywhere. That could happen with anyone, and
in any community.
Yes, and I do know, like, some people will use their platform as a shield or as a, you know, they'll get in their own head about their success and think they can do whatever they want. But those are very isolated incidents, and I do, you know, think it's important to go through this journey with a little bit of grace and humility, and know that, like, you're not untouchable because you're an anime character on the internet. You still have to be a decent person.
True. Very true, very true. Just because people can't see you on the internet does not mean you shouldn't be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that definitely deserves a hydrate, so we're both going to be drinking on that one.
We're doing some sippies.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, very good, very good. I love it. I love it. Cool. Let's get into the next question, shall we? And that is, you've been streaming for about 4 years, and we even saw your 1.0 model. What changes have you noticed when you first started streaming compared to now? She can do this now.
My journey has been massive change because I, you know, wasn't always a VTuber. But in general, I think, like, the accessibility of it, you know, there's always new stuff coming out. There's improvements being made. I'm lucky that when I started VTubing, a lot of the software was already available. But you know, they keep being improved upon, and you know, we keep being able to do more things and like push the boundaries of what this software allows us. And I think that's really cool and innovative. And like the fact that you know, we're using our iPhones to track our faces to become real anime characters that can interact with other anime characters is so cool. Like it's taking online entertainment to a totally different level. And I think it's a very revolutionary facet of the streamer industry and community. Like I still face cam stream sometimes. I'll do cosplay stuff, or we'll do hand cam and do a craft or something. But I think also like the marriage of those things too. Like you have streamers like Onigiri who does half VTubing, half hand cam, and blends it so seamlessly. There's people using full body motion capture tracking and green screens to like, you know, make a very immersive experience. There's VR, there's stuff like what Code Miko does, where it's like completely immersive 3D full body like experience. Like we're pushing the limits of technology all the time with what we do, and it's badass.
Really cool. That's why I agree with that, like 100%. Like just like the coolest things you guys can do, yeah, as a VTuber, and that's like the one thing I love so much about it, that you guys can just pretty much do a lot of things. So for me, if I wanted to just blow up and reassemble myself, it'll probably take some time. Probably hurt a lot too. Don't recommend it. But if you did it, it would actually be hilarious, and you would be able to
like,
get
I
back
could
to
just
it.
do this.
Yeah. Right? Like if I try to do that, it'll take at least a couple more months before that happens.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing about VTubing, is that you could do those kind of things, and you could add a joke into a community. I love fan interactions when it comes to that kind of stuff. 'Cause I've been trying to do fan interactions with my redeems. Like I have one that I pet chat, and I just try and do like pet the cat thing. It's alright. So sometimes I'll do that, just be fun. And then I will have like a cam, like another super cam, which is my cat cam, which I'll just put right in front of my cat who's sleeping and is always the same spot, and I'll just have it on there. But with VTubing and stuff, you can literally have like fights with chat. You know, they can throw things at you, and you can have like a little fighting kind of background.
Yeah.
Or they can redeem something that like makes it so your hair pops off and you don't even notice it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, what happened to my hair? Chat, you know, I love these interactions, because the main difference between being a streamer and being like a video like creator is that you have that live interactions, and you have a community who interacts with you. So having a model to be able to have these redeems where chats can redeem on the fly and you interact with it live is so cool. I love that. That's so interesting.
And like I especially like, so I've been developing with my model some spicy things that I can do, where I've tied certain things that my model does to my heart rate. And I have wanted so my downfall is like I do not know how to code. So this thing that I've wanted for a while is to be able to pair Levin's toys with things happening on my model. And someone just created a program to do it.
Nice.
So I'm actually, like, I have these things rigged into my model and ready, and I've just been waiting for someone to do it. So now that it exists, I can do these things.
Give her a reason to use it. Give her a reason to do it. do it.
So like on my spicy streams, I have a whole bunch of toggles that react to my heart rate, and soon they'll be able to react to what chat is doing too. And like, I think that's so cool, because like there's not a lot of people that like do that type on the spicy end. And I really want to like push more in that end of things, because like it's really cool to be able to do essentially cam shows as a VTuber.
That would be really interesting to see, and I'm pretty sure it will happen. It just give it time, it will happen, because as like, we see in chat, there's definitely interest in it. There's definitely interest in it.
Well, it's like I'm doing that already, but I want to make it more immersive.
More immersive. I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what makes you a content creator, is that you don't
Yeah.
just settle with the same thing you've been doing all the time. You keep on trying to upgrade it and trying to improve it as time goes
Hmm.
on and try new things, which is what you're supposed to do. I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like I don't ever want to feel stagnant. Like I get bored easily. I need to give
True.
myself projects.
I'm the same way. I know that feeling. All right, cool.
That
Well,
ADHD life.
yeah, squirrel, definitely
Yep,
squirrel,
squirrel.
definitely squirrel. Let's have some fun with the ending of our questions. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So again, this might not portray you too much, but I'm just gonna throw it out there anyway because it might just be interesting for you. Do you have a favorite video game or video game franchise?
Yes, I do. I really, really love Zelda.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
I also really, really love Pokemon.
Pokemon's great.
I would say my top 3: Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, just the Pokemon franchise in general, and Final Fantasy 14.
Nice.
All 3 of those special place in my heart. But like I have a Zelda tattoo
Ooh,
because I love Zelda so much. It's a franchise I've been playing, since really its inception, and like it's been like my whole life, right? And I have such fond nostalgic memories of, playing Ocarina of Time with my sister on the N64, and then like, getting so frustrated at Majora's Mask and not understanding how it worked, and then you finally figure out like the whole gimmick, and you're like, this is the best game ever.
this is so great.
So Zelda has a very special place in my heart. Same with Final Fantasy. My sister and I have always bonded over that. My dad's a gamer too, so like he really also enjoys Zelda. We also play Animal Crossing together.
Oh, that's so cool.
Love
And
Animal
that is
Crossing.
adorable. I love that. Gamer dads are the best. Gamer dads are the best.
Yeah,
Agree.
my dad is the one who got me into gaming in the first place.
No, I agree.
Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis. Nice.
Yeah,
Let's
Sonic
go.
2.
I feel like you would like Sonic too. I feel like you like Sonic.
I love Sonic.
I had a feeling you would like Sonic. You definitely seem like a Sonic person.
I don't know what that says about me, but I will take it as a compliment.
Take it as a compliment. It's
Gotta
only
go
a compliment.
fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go
Definitely.
fast.
I got an important question. How aware are you people with autism and cases similar to it? I graduated with a college degree with psychology, so I dabbled into it, but I'm in no case am able to like talk about it with like confidence to be able to have a really good take on it. I can only talk about it in opinion based kind of thing and say that people who do have on the scale of autism, I think that just as regular people, and I want to treat them as regular people. And I know that a lot of them are actually just wants to be regular people, but again, as is my opinion based on it, I can't really go into too much actual talk about it because I'm not smart enough to know to like get into good conversations about that kind of stuff.
I am on the spectrum myself. Also, I feel a lot of VTubers and a lot of people who engage in a lot of the content that we do are somewhere on the spectrum. Because, and I think a lot of it has to do with like special interests, right? Like we have our special interests and we really delve into those things. I like to put it in the context of autism should not be seen as a disability. It's just a different function of the brain. Like, I don't like the concept of like neurotypical and neurodivergent so much because like as it stands, I'm neurodivergent, but some people's brains just work differently. That doesn't mean they work incorrectly. It just means they work differently. And society has a real problem with things that are different. So I really, really hope that in the future, autism and, anything lying on that autism spectrum is looked at through a different lens of just your brain functions different. I see a cat.
Yep.
Speaking of special interests, I love cats. Does she kiss your face?
He does. Sorry, I didn't
What's your
mean
cat's
to.
name?
His name is
What's your cat's
Maxwell. Maxwell.
Maxwell, a gentleman. Oh, precious. Oh,
He's my gamer cat. He likes to sit right here, especially when he wants food. So he will sit right here and just watch the stream. And
little man.
he has really fine interests on VTubers. So I think he's a weeb just like me at heart and loves anime girls. So,
I love it. I have Gary. Gary appears on stream from time to time. Hey, listen. My manager.
Gary's great. Gary's amazing. Max and
My
Gary should
manager.
meet. They probably have really good discussions. Really good discussions. Thank you for the follow, by the way. But yeah, no, I didn't want to interrupt your situation. I just cat.
Me talking about being on the spectrum. Me sees a cat. Hello.
Hello, cat. Let's talk about you.
Special interest cats. What a little man.
He's best. He's best boy. He's best boy. He's a little bit of
I
butt
love-
sometimes. If you like watch
well,
my,
they all are.
if you guys see my Twitter, sometimes you'll see him act like a butt. I post a lot of pictures of him.
Yep. Chat always hears Gary. He likes to yell when I do ASMR.
I just want to touch your ears. Know that meow. Okay,
Yep.
go away. I need to go. I need to go away. Meow. Yep, I can see that totally being a team.
I always get nervous because I'm like, oh no, Gary's ruining the immersion, and then chat is like, Gary's here. It's Gary time.
Gary's
here, and they love it. So,
Perfect. Love it. He's your partner in crime.
He is. He's my manager. He makes sure I eat on time and go to sleep on time.
I like it. Google him. Is there anything else you want to say about the autism situation?
No, but I liked that question.
Yeah, it's a good question. Like, don't be afraid to say it. Like, don't be afraid to say it. Say it. Say whatever you guys would like to say, as long as it stays within TOS.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Cool. So next question to ask you about is that if you could live in any video game or anime world, what world would you like to live in?
Interspecies reviewers.
Friggin', I shouldn't have not even guessed. You know what? That is like probably the best answer for you. Oh my god, that is your anime. That is like your yes. I'm not surprised. I am surprised, but I shouldn't be. I shouldn't have been. That is definitely the best answer for you. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
I actually tweeted the other day, I just want to be the main character in an anime about monster maids working in their monster maid cafe.
Do a webtoons. Just do webtoons.
I should.
You should do webtoons.
Oh my god.
100%.
You know what? That should be a donathon goal. If we hit a certain goal,
guys.
I'll do like a short on the Monster Maid Cafe.
Do it.
I'm putting it on the list.
Put it on the list right now. I want it to be pretty high up there because I want people to want it. I want you guys to want it.
Yeah.
Do it. 100% agree. 100% agree. That'd be so cool.
I already have other Monster Girl VTubers who volunteered too.
Right? That'd be so dope. There's also a lot of bartender VTubers out there. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ruffians. Like, it'd be so cool to like. I'm just throwing this out there because now I'm like kind of getting creative mindset right now. It would be so cool if you like have a episode each and every time when a new VTuber comes into your bar and just like interacts with you guys. They all have their own perks and like content, like little powers and stuff like that, and they try and act a certain way. Some of them are really shy and timid, some are really powerful, but then they just like have very simple interests, like I'm just godlike power, give me apple pie or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they like have different like
I just
episodes
want apple
like that.
pie and a cute maid to write my name and ketchup on some amu rice.
Exactly right. You know, that'd be so much fun. That's so good idea. Definitely. I want to see that. I'll totally. You know what? I might actually jump in on your next Donathon, and I will actually support that because I actually would love to see that.
What if they need a Kickstarter for it? Actually, though.
Ooh, that'd be
like,
so
what if
dope.
they tried to do this?
That should be so dope. And if you need VTubers to get on your show, I know a lot of VTubers gonna love to jump on that. They don't need to be monsters too. They can just be regular VTubers.
Yeah. Like anybody can come to the cafe.
True. 100%. It's a good idea. Make it happen. I want to see it.
But yeah, interspecies reviewers.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%. Not even surprised. Should be, but I'm not. So long as Par's voice is Par's. You know what? I was gonna voice her, but you know what? I think you're right. I think it should be a better fit. I think it should be a better fit. 100%. Darn it, I wanted to voice her.
Damn, I thought I could pass my role off to someone else and do less work.
No, right? Jeez.
Here we are. I know.
That's what I might do. If I ever get on your show, I might just have someone else do my voice. I think it'd be
Yeah.
both. No brainer there. Cool. Okay, so I can't touch my mouse right now because my cat's on it, so I'm just gonna have to do everything with my computer keyboard. So secure it. If you could collab with any VTuber out there, no matter how big or small they are, who would you like to collab with?
This is like big reach. I'm gonna give you my big reach. I want to be on Speak of the Devil with Iron Mouse.
Dude, like that's a dream right there. That's the accomplishment right there, and I'm pretty sure you can get
like,
there.
Yeah, that's like the stretch goal. That's like the dream. Like that's the thing I work towards every day. Because Iron Mouse is like, while I was working on Podge 1.0, I was watching Iron Mouse's like obscenely long subathon. And that was what like had me going, getting my work done.
I can see it be a thing. I can definitely see it be a thing. You just turned partner. You're gonna go to Twitch, partner party. You might see a very specific. You won't see her there, obviously.
No.
But you might see some people with connections.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, who's someone I haven't collabed with that I would like to collab with? I've, like, thankfully reached out and gotten to work with so many of the people that I admire. That's like the big one. Oh my god, if I saw Connor, that would be so, like, weird.
You probably would, you know what, tell it to you, knowing how, like, super engraved he is in with Twitch, he's probably going to be there. Like, this like, I'd be super surprised if he's not.
Yeah, I don't even know what to expect, like, but, yeah, like, I've been very lucky. I've actually collabed with Vixoria and hung out with Vixoria several times. So that's why I didn't say that, because like that one's again another done and dusted. Yeah, like I've been so lucky that I've got to work with so many people that I admire.
That's great feeling. It's really awesome. And like and I'm also, when I ask that question, the reason why I say big or small is because what if you just have a friend that you just haven't found time to like hang out with that you want to collab with?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, again, in that regard, like I'm very lucky that like one of my favorite streamers averages 10 CCV. Like, his name's Montoma. He's my little dude, and we play Hunt Showdown together sometimes.
Nice. That's so cool. I like that.
Was it a spicy collab? No, I have not done a. Okay, so I will say
Okay,
I would love to do a spicy collab. I've done a collab with KB and Vexoria before, but I really want to do a spicy collab with KB, Vex, and Cottontail.
Ooh.
Cottontail was supposed to be there for the other collab too, but had a schedule conflict. But all three of them I do know, like IRL.
Lucky, nice. I've tried. I think I tried to interview.
I would love to set that up.
I tried to interview Cottontail once. I sent her a DM like I did with you. I have not gotten a response, which is totally fine. It's totally fine.
Cotton is very busy,
She's
but
probably
also
really busy.
is a big sweetheart.
Well, I would love to have her on my show if she ever finds time, but I'm not going to pressure. That's the one thing I will never do, and is I will never pressure or bug anyone, because I never want to feel that way. I never want to like do that. If I send out a message and they don't respond, cool, awesome, just gonna move on.
I agree. Like, and I think that's why I hesitate to reach out to some of the people I know that are bigger, because I know how busy they are, and I don't want to be annoying.
That's my biggest
it's like
fear.
A real fear.
I know that's my biggest
right?
fear too. Is to come off as annoying. I do not want to do that. So that's why I'll shoot my shot, throw it out there. If they respond, I'm overjoyed. Like I was overjoyed with you. I was really happy to get you on my show.
Thank you.
Of course. But if they say no or they don't say anything at all, and I've gotten some people who actually just respectfully declined, you know, which is also totally fine, 100% okay with it. The last thing I want to do is just like, I think one time I accidentally sent them twice because I saw them send an invite, and then like a year later I saw them again and I sent out an invite, and then Twitter was for some reason didn't show my first message until I sent the second
Yeah.
message, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to." Says I actually apologized. That person saying I didn't mean to send it twice, and that person's like, "Oh, you good." So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's why I say definitely reach out to people you want to reach out to, but do not bug them.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. Be respectful.
Be respectful. I like it. Cool. Next question for you. And that is, what would you like to accomplish next? What is your goals? I think we saw a little bit of you spilling in some of your goals already, talking about being on Speak of the Devil, talking about meeting up and doing something with 3 spicy VTubers. But anything else? What's the next line of After Partner?
Kind of in the works right now, but I'm working on creating like a more immersive ASMR experience.
Oh.
I don't want to give away too much yet, but I want it to feel like you are watching an anime. Like
ASMR anime. Oh.
Like I want you to come into the stream and feel as if you are watching a scene from an anime.
Oh. An
I
interactive
want everything
one
to be
too.
very cohesive. Like, have you ever seen Basil Wolf's setup?
I have not.
And Boo the Rat?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know the rat. Yeah.
Where it's like the background matches the model, the whole scene is very like it looks like it's a cartoon that you're watching. So
yeah, okay.
Like I want my stream to feel like it's all one thing. Like the model is part of the environment.
That'd be interesting to see. I like to see that.
So I'm working on some stuff. And I've got some great people working on it with me. And yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there. Like that. We'll see it. We'll definitely be on the lookout for that. Definitely.
Yeah.
100%. Cool. Are you guys ready for the last question of the night? It's my favorite question to ask.
Last question.
You guys ready? Last question of the night. And that is, any advice for those who might want to get into VTubing/streaming?
Yes. Just start streaming. Just start.
Just do it.
Before you invest any amount of money into doing this, make sure you actually enjoy streaming. Some people want to be a VTuber for the sake of being a VTuber and having the model and having the setup and everything, and then start streaming. They debut, they start streaming, they find out they hate streaming.
Yep.
And, or you know what, like in a best case scenario, they're like, oh, I actually just like making YouTube videos. And then they can use their stuff. But I know people who have invested thousands of dollars and a month later are like, I actually don't think I can do this.
Nope.
Just start.
100%.
You can get a PNG for like less than $50. There's pre-made backgrounds and assets and graphics. There's even pre-made live 2D models that you can like change colors on and stuff specifically for people starting out. You know, it won't be 100% unique to you, but you can work up to it. I know someone who is a partner who up until like last month was using a pre-made model.
I know a VTuber who literally just started out with just eyeballs. It was literally just eyeballs, and he was slapping on other characters and other like random PNGs, and then just be that. That's what they are. That's great.
Like, yeah, so like try it, make sure you like it, and develop your content around you. People will be there for you. I know there's people who, you know, watch me because I am a Goblin VTuber, but there's also people who watch me because I'm me. And like, even if I was a PNG, they would still watch me. So just start, see if it's a thing you enjoy, and as you get those, you know, as you make it to affiliate, as you start getting payouts, you know, you can put that back into your streaming. You can like build upon your brand. You can build yourself something that you're proud of. Like, I started streaming, I spent, I think, like $50 on my logo, and I did everything else myself.
Nice. I like it, I like
How much have I spent now? I don't want to talk about it, but
it.
but it's also my job, and I can write that shit off on my
Exactly,
taxes.
exactly, exactly. See, that's the loophole right there. That's the loophole. So yeah,
Mm,
I try to do that with Genshin updates and like polls. I could not write that off.
I love Genshin though.
Love
Oh,
Genshin
it's
too.
so fun. I
So
haven't
much fun.
played since I haven't done anything in Fontaine. Like
You
that's
should.
where
The Fontaine
I
story is
stopped
so
at the end of
good.
Sumeru. I want to do
Fontaine's
it
so
so
good.
bad. It's
You
just
should play
again
it.
like finding the time.
It's difficult. It's definitely difficult, but definitely worth it. The Fontaine story is probably my favorite of all of them. And again, I love Inazuma. And to say that Fontaine was the best, it should say something. It should definitely say something.
Like I thought Inazuma was great too.
Me too. I
Like
love Inazuma.
I love some of the stuff they did there. Like oh, I cosplayed Sayu,
Oh, see you,
and
Sayu.
I want to cosplay Diona, but I love Genshin. I love it so much.
Me too.
Like,
I
I
am a huge
even-
Genshin fan. Like, if you guys can't tell, I do like Genshin a little bit. A little bit.
I love Genshin. Who's your favorite Genshin character?
Probably Yaimiko. Again, Fox
Yeah.
Lady.
Fox Girl. Yep.
But I also like Raiden
Yeah.
Shogun, like Kazuha, you know, all those people. And
Yep.
Farina is one of my newest favorites, just because I love his story.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I got a very stacked Alhaitham. I got so lucky on the polls,
Nice.
and he's one of my favorites, so I'm very happy. But like even this outfit, a lot of the design influence came from Noelle.
You know what? I can see that. You know, as I look at it, definitely, I can see the Noelle inspiration.
And when I do play Genshin on stream, my little, you know how I have the little charm on my apron?
Yeah.
I put an Electrovision over
You're
it. and it, like,
electric
fits
type.
perfectly.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Electro Claymore.
I can see that. I can see that. If I would ever be a Genshin character, it would definitely be either an archer or like a mage person. But it would 100% either be like Amino, wind, or electricity. 'Cause those are my
Anemo, yeah.
favorite.
Yeah. Oh, I adore Genshin. I just love games where you can explore and find stuff. So
Right.
Genshin like scratches that itch, and it's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Like for a free-to-play
And the
game,
music.
my God.
Ah,
So
Yeah.
good, so good.
everyone's like, I don't want to play Genshin because I don't want to do the gacha. It's like you never
don't
have
have
to
to.
spend money on it, and you will still have good.
I know
characters.
so many people who are free to play, and really the game is so easy. You can just play and just normally do normal things without spending a dime. They give you so much free
Yeah,
stuff
like you
too.
can lower your world level. Like it's cozy.
It's cozy. It's very nice. Very good. Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Like definitely play Fontaine. Recommended highly.
Yeah.
But the FOMO reel. It's about the FOMO reel. FOMO reel. It's so real. So
Oh yeah.
true. But yeah, well,
I've put some money into Genshin, but it's because I love it and I want to like support them.
yeah, I did too. I'm not gonna tell you how much I put into Genshin. But I agree 100. But support them because they do good work. The anime is coming out apparently pretty soon, and they just announced a Star Rail anime is coming out soon too.
Ooh.
So I'm looking for that. There'll be a movie.
I never got into Star Rail so much because that type of battle system is not. I like action style battle rather than like a more time based battle. But
If it wasn't for Persona, I probably would do the exact same thing. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for Persona, I probably would be like that too. But I do like the turn-based kind of style things after Persona. So I got into Star Rail, but I don't like how like unless you like grind like crazy, you can't really get past the story. With the Genshin, you don't really need to grind that much.
it's true.
True.
Yeah, I don't like grindy games, but I
Me
guess
either.
it's they're different experiences, and that's kind of cool.
Agreed. But hey, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for answering all my questions. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for asking them.
Of course. And in chat, you guys can still ask some questions. We still have some spins available if you guys want to do some spins. But as we wind down the stream, I want to reach back out and say again, thank you, chat. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you spending your time with us. And also thank you very much for coming on my show and being my guest. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for asking me. This was really fun.
I had a lot of fun. It was really fun, actually. We actually had a lot of zany
Yeah.
conversations. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I love your vibe. Your vibe is best vibe.
Oh,
best vibe.
thank you.
Cool. And did we
Try.
do? Huh?
I try my best.
You try your best. You do a good job. Do a good job. Cool. Well, DB Leathers would like to actually ask you a question. So let's see. And that is, oh, so what? Do I have a blank question?
Blank. Spin again.
Okay, I'm gonna have to update that for some reason. I don't know why there's a blank
Spin
question.
again. Spin again.
I'll have to update that. I apologize. You get a free spin. Oh, we actually
The
asked.
spiciest question.
Nope. We already asked this question. that was my example question. Remember?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Okay. You get 3 spins, my friend. You get 3 spins.
You get so many spins.
Why is that another blank one? Okay, I'll have to update that and see what's going on with that. Favorite joke. Do you have a favorite just dumb joke that you have? Like a goblin joke? Do you have a goblin joke? That's not goblin these nuts?
Yes, actually. Yes. Everybody always tries to come in with the, hey, Podge, are you a mind goblin? Yeah, mind goblin these nuts.
God. Mind goblin these nuts. A mind goblin.
No,
oh my God.
my favorite actually is a joke I can only use once a year. And it's on April Fools because I usually don't do an April Fool's. And then when I get asked why, I'm like, because it's me. I'm the April Fool.
I'm the April.
Yeah, and I can only do that once a year though.
Okay, it makes sense. You know? You have to hold it because it tastes better. It tastes better when it's on the day of.
Yeah.
You know, I agree.
Yeah.
You want to hear my favorite dumb joke?
Yeah.
As you get older, as I do, you start realizing dad jokes are absolutely, yes, I love dad jokes too. They age like fine wine. They're very peak.
They do.
So one of my favorite ones is, have you heard about the circus fire?
The circus fire?
It was intense. Critical attack. I just rolled a d20 on her. Did critical damage. So I love that question.
My 20s, natural.
Natural. Cool. Well, hey, any more questions? Any more things? I love it. I love that joke. Cool. So where can people find you, by the way?
Y'all can find me here on Twitch at Podgekin. I'm also on Twitter as Podge the Goblin. That is the only platform where I'm not Podgekin, because Podgekin is my cosplay account. I'm on the Blue website, aka Funsley with an A, aka Spicy Walmart.
Hey, Spicy Walmart.
And that's mostly where I am. But you can also check out my card to see my merch and all my other platforms. I do have music on YouTube and some ASMR videos, and I also have a Discord.
Definitely go check her out. She does amazing content work, and she works really hard, and I wanted to see her soar and get bigger and bigger. Can't wait to see it. Yes, nice.
Thank you.
Of course. And then also, I always like to give the first choice to my guest. Do you have anyone you'd like us to raid?
Yes, actually, because we were talking about him earlier. My friend Montoma. I will type his URL in the chat. In our DMs. This is my boy Monty. I play Hunt Showdown with him sometimes. He is a sleepy prince, very adorable. You better give him lots of love. He's just a little guy, and he is extremely cracked at Hunt Showdown.
Ooh, really? I like that. Well, hey, let's go give him all the support, because I think Hunt Showdown looks cool. Never got into it personally, but I said that with Dead by Daylight, and now I really like Dead by Daylight. So who knows?
I also like DBD, and I love Hunt too. And actually, Monty's playing with my partner Geddon right now.
Oh,
so
hey, look at that!
You can see both of them.
You get to see the partner and the Sleepy Prince. Let's go. Yeah. Both play DVD and Hunt. Yes, slap. The best slaps. Well, again, thank you guys all so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking amazing. I always appreciate seeing you guys. Definitely go check out lovely Goblin here on all her socials. Definitely support her. Definitely get in on that that GoFundMe project. So I'd love to see her turn anime. That'd be really great to see. I'd love to see that.
Hey, that'd be so cool.
And if you guys would like to see a brand new VTuber, come in and check them out. I host this each and every week where we meet a new VTuber. So if you'd like to follow me and get introduced to a new VTuber, let me know. I always appreciate helping you guys out.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate it, you guys. You guys all take care. We're going to go give all the support to Monty. I'm going to get all the lovin's for them. So don't forget to give him all the loves and check him out and see how he goes. Till then, though, I hope you guys all have yourself a very nice day. Don't leave Discord yet, okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.